Hey, so let's talk about what we should do if we're just not feeling the gym, right? So particularly though, here's the stipulation to that. If you're like on a program, like you're doing like a planned out regimen, right? And I'm not talking about like if you're just just go to the gym and touch stuff, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to the gym and you have like a structured thing you're doing and you don't feel like doing it, I'm gonna give you my advice for that. So not that often, but once in a while, I'll have a client tell me, like, I'm not motivated, I'm not feeling it, right? And so I'll ask a couple questions, right? One, are you like, is this a today thing, or have you felt this way for a while, right? Because that answer is going to determine what kind of advice I give you. So if it's a today thing, it's just today, probably go to the gym, right? Like if it's just a today thing, because we all feel that way. Like I feel that way. I love working out. Like there's not a lot of things I like more than that, right? But if it's a today thing and you're like, we can probably get through that pretty easily, right? Especially if you've got somebody that you're working with, like a coach, like someone who's with you, who can support you, who can talk about it with you. If you don't have that, but maybe you've got like a support system, like a person, like talk about it with them, because maybe you do kind of want to go. Maybe you're just having a really busy day or whatever. If you're too busy, you can't, right? But I'm talking about like everything is lined up for you to be able to do this. You just don't feel like it. Those days, go to the gym, man. Just try to get in there, right? Even if it's not like the best workout ever, it might turn into it, right? So for that, I suggest just try to power through, right? Okay, but if we're talking about like, I haven't wanted to work out for like a week. I haven't wanted to track my food. I'm not into it, right? But I keep doing it, but I don't like it and I don't want it right now. This advice might surprise you, right? Especially because as a coach, it's my job to like keep you accountable, keep you motivated, figure out what's going wrong with whatever's happening, right? You might think that a person in my position would go, nope, I'm going to tell you everything you've got to know to just get in there, right? But if it's happening day after day, if you're just not feeling it, that's not the advice I'm going to give you. If we start adding restrictions or like rules and stuff like that, this thing gets really hard. And that's not good. Realistically, if I pushed you to just keep going, you're probably not going to do that good of a job. Now, there's a huge difference between getting in the gym one day that you don't really want to go and kind of, I don't know, half-assing it. There's a difference between that and just really not feeling it for an extended period of time. Realistically, what's going to happen is you're just short selling yourself on everything you're doing during that period where you don't really want to do it. So my advice to you would be, don't do it. Just don't, right? Even if you're on a plan, even if you're on like a very structured program to get you to a goal, I would still say, within a reasonable amount of time, of course, we should just take a break, right? That's a thing. And so I'm telling you that because I personally, as well as a lot of people that I work with, have had this feeling of like, I'm betraying my goals, or like, I'm not going to get there. Here's the thing, like, maybe you've had these goals your whole life, you haven't hit them yet, and so we're trying to get there. But in the grand scheme of things, like if you're just not feeling it right now, there's probably another reason for that. And if we take a little bit of a break, the pressure of getting where you're going comes off a little bit. And at that point, we have some options. But usually what I've seen happen with other people, with me as well, when we take that little break, maybe it's a couple days, maybe it's like a week, right? We kind of miss it, right? Because we still have that goal. There's still that thing that we really wanted. We're not giving up on it altogether. But if you're really, really not feeling it, you might be doing more harm than good, forcing yourself to grind it out.